If you've recently seen a bat in or around your home, you are not alone. Mid-August is prime time for bat activity, and health departments in our region are seeing a huge increase in the number of people who may have been bitten.
News 10 NBC investigative reporter Jennifer Lukey breaks down what you need to do if you have an encounter with a bat.
Well, in some cases, people may not even know they have bats until they wake up and find one flying around their room. But even if you're unsure whether the bat actually touched you, if that happens to you, you do need to call the health department right away. When people have a problem with bats,
there's guano up there.
They call the Batman, Nick Sager.
They like our houses the same reason we do. Predator can't get to them. It's warm, it's dry, it's a consistent temperature.
Bats squeeze themselves into the tiniest of spaces, and they're most active right now in the middle of August.
And the pups are now flying, proficiently flying. And so like kids, they don't always listen. And so often people will meet their bats in pairs, or even 3. And a lot of times that's going to be a pup and a mama.
That's what happened to Sarah Weiss.
And I started to hear this flapping noise that I couldn't place, and I looked down the hallway and it was going back and forth between my bathroom and my kitchen.
She was able to trap the first few and release them out the window, but they just kept coming back.
They screech at each other through the walls.
After hounding her landlord, a bat specialist was brought in.
They told me that there was a mature roost of bats living in the crawl space above my bed. Somewhere between 75 and 120 bats, juveniles the whole way to old bats, and that they had been there for a very long time, much longer than me.
Sarah's case might be a bit extreme, but it only takes one bat to put humans in danger.
If you wake up at 3 a.m. and there is a bat beside you, this has happened, a bat beside you on the bed. If there's a bat flying around the room, you don't know if it's had contact with you. They have tiny, tiny teeth, and really it's more like an insect bite than an animal bite.
So it may not wake you up?
It may not wake you up.
And 2 to 3% of bats carry rabies. If you're able to catch the bat you encounter, your health department will test it. But if you're not, they're going to suggest you get the rabies vaccine. The only problem with that,
my insurance wouldn't cover them unless I could prove beyond reasonable doubt that I had been bitten by a bat, so it would have cost me a few $1,000s out of pocket, which I couldn't do.
Luckily, she was okay, but she's actually moved out of that apartment because of the whole experience. The Batman works to make sure it's the bats who move out, not you.
Bats are a protected animal, and some are almost on the endangered list. We have the little brown bat, and they're dying off. So we don't want to kill them, we just want to kick them out. We just don't want to live with them.
All of our local health departments have someone on call 24/7 this time of year to answer calls from anyone who thinks they may have been exposed to a bat. They can walk you through the process that you should take. In Fairport, Jennifer Lukey, News 10 NBC.
Okay, now I'm really creeped out.
That woman had 75 to 120 living in the crawl space above her.
Oh my gosh, imagine finding that out.
That is terrifying.
And you might not even know if you've been bitten.
Even more terrifying.
Oh, honey. Oh, that's scary.
Oh my.
Election day is inching closer and closer, and the candidates are battling it out today on one of the most important election issues.
Your wallet. Harris and Trump make their economic pitches for driving down costs.
And a beloved pizzeria shuttered for 2 years is back, where Bay and Goodman Pizza plans to reopen. That's just after the break.